back to the channel. I just thought I showed you guys this intake I picked up for the 260. Apparently this is the only one that will bolt to a 260 Olds. It's the Edelbrock SP2P for the small block Oldsmobile. And 260 Olds is probably all I would ever try using this on. Just having a look over it, and it's quite different from your regular like Performer intake or any of the other small block Olds intakes. Ideally, I'd like to try comparing this to the 307 intake on 260 just to see what the difference would be. It might help, it might not help, it might be exactly the same. It's hard to say. It is a little different setup than what the 307 intake is. One thing that's kind of funny about these intakes is the ports that they used on them, and that would explain why they fit the 260. It's because the ports look like they are smaller than the ports on the 260 heads. From what I understand, the reason they did this was just to help with velocity and trying to get a whole bunch of low-end torque, from what I understand, and that's the reasoning behind that. I think when I do go to use this though, I'll probably try porting this some, but I don't know if I have a lot to port. It's kind of hard to tell on the camera here, but this port, that's probably about the best as you can see. If I try to open that up too much, this is kind of tapered here, so I don't think I can really open it a whole lot. So just to give you guys an idea the size of the ports on this, just over 1 inch at the bottom there, just under 3/4 of an inch at the top. We are just over 1.5 inches tall, so they are pretty small. As you'll notice here is the way the runners are shaped. You can see on that one there, on the lower part of the plenum. They have some fairly steep angles on them, which probably isn't good for performance compared to what the upper plenum looks like. It's a little more smooth, but I'll put the light in here, give you an idea the step that is in here. See a light shining through at the bottom of the plenum there into the runner. Looking from this side, you can see, get a better idea of the ramp that's in there. So look at the underside, looks fairly straightforward on the bottom. Another angle of the hill that's here. Just can't really see the step too well. But anyways, it's a quick look at this intake. I'll probably get the sandblasted. I'll give you guys another look at this after I get a little bit of porting work done on it. And then once the car's on the road, we'll do some testing before and after, and most likely try to get some track testing in before and after, and see how it works. But yeah, I don't think I'd recommend trying this on a 350. 307 maybe, but probably not without doing a little more port work on them. Just try to open up the runner some, just kind of get an idea there. So that's just before the opening on the intake. You can see it's a little wider even back up here. So just give you guys a idea of the runners on the 307 intake here, just for a refresher. They are much larger than the SP2P intake. I'll include a link here at the top just to show you guys what I did to install this, and I have a little video basically of how the ports line up. It's not quite as good as the SP2P intake for port alignment, so we'll test them both out in the spring and see what happens. Anyways, hopefully this gives you guys an idea of what this intake's all about. Thanks for watching.